Good evening, everyone. This is Brian Bright with American Military University, and I am here to report an ethical scandal that occurred over a would-be coffee giant. When companies evaluate the commitment to their internal and external stakeholders, the Corporate Social Responsibility Report is their notification on how the company is meeting expectations. Included in the report is the company's economic, legal, ethical, and discretionary findings, which are disclosed and made available. For one company, the pursuit of becoming a cafe powerhouse allowed for the compromised ethical behavior that led to hefty fines and recently filing for bankruptcy to protect itself from financial ruin. Luckin Coffee was a brand whose goal was to become the main rival to Starbucks, faster than any other coffee chain has. The China-based company began in 2018 and grew rapidly throughout the following 2 years. In order to do this, the company committed fraud from the most senior levels all the way through the employee level. The ethical violations included deceiving shareholders on the sales and revenue the company experienced from April 2019 through January 2020. The culture of Luckin's leadership showed a failure to provide ethical guidance to management and the employees within the corporate chain. The determination of Luckin to grow rapidly led to the deceitful behaviors and were reinforced by a cover-up of executives. The strategic planning efforts demonstrated by Luckin Coffee are believed to be informal, as the results showed the poor citizenship and irresponsible behavior that are present. As reported by Seven Pillars Institute, 3 fraudulent schemes occurred within Luckin Coffee. Luckin Coffee was offering drink coupons through the mobile application, which allowed discounted drinks for future redemption. Instead of counting and reporting the earnings based on the coupon sales, it counted earnings on the sales versus losses on redemptions only. This inflated the earnings, as outstanding coupons were still available to consumers that could be used in the future. When the IPO for Luckin was launched, 3 additional schemes took place. The first scheme saw employees and their families purchase drink coupons which were redeemed for orders, but the orders were never filled. This falsely enhanced sales numbers by roughly $1 million as the expenditures didn't match. The second scheme was a month later, through corporate accounts external to Luckin, with the same result, but to the tune of $10 million. The third and final scheme was the most drastic, which included third-party shell companies buying vouchers, reselling them to customers, which were actually employees, and the same redemption scheme taking place. The funds were returned to the shell companies through Luckin's expenditures and business expenses. This accounted for roughly $280 million of Luckin's reported sales. Many would have believed the paper trail for these actions would have had to be caught by financial auditors within the company. The company's leadership was aware of this and provided fabricated expenditure reports which matched the falsified financial reports provided by the company's leadership. The audit committee, which was designed to be independent from the management oversight, delegated the responsibilities for auditing, which allowed for influenced employees to falsify and validate the reports. Luckin had the opportunity to strategically plan rapid growth and realize the desire of the company, as well as the steps required to reach the strategic objectives. Had Luckin utilized the balanced scorecard and the strategic planning approach, honest planning and accountability could have been prevented and unethical behavior wouldn't have been demonstrated by all levels of leadership. Furthermore, once a whistleblower alerted a financial frauds group, Luckin was held accountable. As a publicly traded company within the United States, the Securities Exchange Commission, or the SEC, investigated the claims against Luckin. The findings led the SEC to find that over $300 million in sales were fraudulent, and in the process defrauded investors of over $864 million. The company has paid its fines to the SEC, however, has filed bankruptcy protection in Manhattan to save the company itself. Since the findings occurred, the company relieved leadership from the board, the CEO, the chief executive officer, and the COO, and restructured management and its strategies. The strategic planning process that should have occurred and been practiced from the beginning now has Luckin on the path to reapply for trading within the United States. Maybe this time, the bean counters can keep the Luckin company from being ground up. This is Brian Bright from AMU, advising you to keep it ethical.